I'm Tom, and whilst we still have a bit of light, let's talk about Usyk versus Dubois 2. July 19th, Wembley Stadium. Tickets are on sale now. They are going pretty fast. Get yourself some if you haven't already. I will be there. We have the two heavyweight champions in Oleksandr Usyk, the current king of the division, taking on Daniel Dubois, who has amassed himself as what seems to be the number one competitor at the moment. A true heavyweight showdown, a rematch of what some people say is a controversial decision and Usyk's biggest test of yet. Well, who knows? What we do know is Father Time waits for no one, and Dubois is on one hell of a streak at the moment. How do we see this going? Well, let me give you my 2 pence. At the moment, I think Dubois is going about this all the wrong way. I get it, it's promotion and it's doing what he needs to be doing, but what he's doing, in my opinion, is turning himself into a bad guy, which he doesn't need to do. This fight doesn't need to sell that badly. And what he's doing by pushing Usyk the way he pushed Usyk, getting his team to attack him about the low blow like he's been doing, is painting himself out as the bad guy. He's putting so much focus on the first fight, which I think what they're trying to do is spin the narrative of what happened, which is Dubois got schooled for 11 rounds and then quit from a jab. They're trying to turn it from that into Dubois should have won the fight because of what should have been given as a body shot but was given as a low blow, which in my opinion was a low blow. They're trying to spin the narrative from one to the other, which I just don't think is going to work. It's certainly not for me. They're trying to change the focus, and I think they're better off just ignoring it. And look, we're not seeing this fight because of a controversial low blow in the first fight. We're seeing this fight because Dubois is on an amazing streak at the moment where he's beaten AJ, Jarrell Miller and Filip Hrgovic. That's what they should be focusing on, is this streak he's on, the new Dubois 2.0, not the low blow, and that's why we're seeing it and what happened in the first fight. Because what happened in the first fight was Dubois got outclassed the whole fight, landed one good punch, which was actually an illegal punch. Whether you think it was or wasn't, it was deemed illegal, and then quit from a jab. That's what happened. So I think showing the focus isn't great, and then trying to stick it on Dubois, how they've stuck it on Dubois, on Usyk, how they've stuck it on Usyk, I don't think it's a good look. Everyone loves Usyk. Usyk's one of the most loved people in boxing at the moment. When what you're doing by attacking him the way you're attacking him, because of a blow that he didn't rule as low, the ref ruled as low, is giving yourself a bad look. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's the right thing to be doing here, because like it or not, it was ruled low. That's the top and bottom of this. The punch was ruled a low blow. That wasn't Usyk's decision. That wasn't Usyk's fault. It was ruled a low blow. Accept it. I'm going about righting the wrong in this second fight. They're so stuck on what happened. They're so torn up and hell-bent on what happened in the first fight. They're forgetting to just actually look at the second fight and righting the wrong. And I think it's a really poor decision. And they're going to make themselves look like a bad guy here, because no one wants to hear them moan about the first fight. It happened. Get on with it. Right the wrong if you think you can. And who's to say Usyk wouldn't have got up from that punch had it not have been a low blow and continued to win the fight? As I say, make no mistake, Usyk was winning every second of that fight up to that point. It wasn't close at all. Usyk was winning every second of that fight. And staying stuck on that one bit of success that he had that was deemed illegal, I think is stupid. It's a bad look. And then you got him pushing him. Why is he pushing him? Wembley Stadium. I guess to say, like, you're not going to tell me what to do. I'll do what I want to do, and this is over when I say it's over, and I'll give you a push. And it doesn't. Again, it's one of the most loved guys in Britain in all of boxing, and I don't think this is the right way to go about getting the publicity on it, because all you're going to do is paint yourself out as a bad guy, which I don't think is a smart move for Dubois. But there we are. And look, how do I see this fight going? I don't think, and I'm not trying to shit on Dubois. That's me saying, like, I want Dubois to stop doing that because I like Dubois and I want him to do well, right? How do I see this fight going? Well, as I say, we sold this because of the run. We're watching this fight because Dubois has the belts, the belt that Usyk doesn't have, and Usyk wants to be 2-time undisputed, and I get that. And Dubois is on an unbelievable run right now, and there's no denying what he did to AJ. Nobody's ever done to AJ before. So in that sense, he deserves it. I think it should have been Caballero or Parker, but in that sense, he deserves it. And good luck to him, but don't do it. Don't sell it how you're selling it. Would be my advice, right? How do I see the fight going? Well, people, I think Usyk's going to win. Of course, I think Usyk's going to win. I think it won't be too dissimilar from the first fight. But you let me know your thoughts, people, in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, subscribe. As always, people, peace.